Typically, it's highly unusual for a trader on the Memecoin market to be sitting here with 300 grand inside their Phantom wallet. But not for me, because I found a simple method where instead of trading, I can dev really quickly. I can create a coin, let it run, pull the liquidity, and make some serious cash. In this video, I will show you the step-by-step process that got me here. This video is for educational purposes only. I am not a financial advisor. Your capital is still at risk. I'm just here to explain how the process works. Okay guys, the time of the live demo is fast approaching, but first of all, we're just going to have another look at a random chart here. Let's have a look at this one here. So as you can see, over quite a long period of time, there's 2 days here, we've got a pretty steady incline, but then you see right towards the end, you have that massive dip off there. Now, this is the trouble with the trading game. You know, you can't really rely on any of these charts. It's not steady. It's not stable. It's always going to crash. And I suppose that's part of the fun, isn't it? But if you're looking to make consistent, serious money, trading is not really the way to go, but deving is, because so long as people are putting money into your coin, you are always going to come out on top, and you are going to have a nice, healthy P&L that looks a little bit like this. The only way to get P&Ls as good and clean as this is either to dev coins or to know someone who is, okay? And that's why we are going to position ourselves to be the dev. We're not going to get rug pulled anymore. We're going to be the ones pulling the rug. And what we're going to use in order to do that is createcoin.fun. This is a platform that will allow us to launch our own coin with a little bit of Solana in our Phantom wallet. And then what we're going to do is we are going to launch that coin with no coding required. We don't need to clackety-clack our keyboards. We just need to clicky-clicky some buttons. That is all we've got to do. Click a few buttons and then we will have our own coin, and then we will be stacking serious cash. And I will show you a step-by-step guide. But before I get into that, there's just something to talk about, which is the different markets that are available to meme coins. Now, the first big one is Pump. Pump is probably the biggest, and it's not the best. And the reason it's not the best is because it's the biggest. You can see here the market caps are not great, and that is because there are just tons and tons and tons of shit coins just being produced all of the damn time. If you want to get ahead on the meme coin market, you need space to grow. You can't launch alongside 100,000 other coins, otherwise you're just going to get lost in all the noise. However, you will see that if we switch over to Metora in a moment, we are going to switch our settings on Axiom. We are going to look at the Metora market. Now, the Metora market is a little bit different because we switch over to Dynamic on Axiom, and then what we can see is the market caps are way higher. Look at these things, several billions of dollars worth. That is incredible. So back to createcoin.fun. So we're going to use that Metora market to launch our own coin. Now, first thing we're going to have to do is connect our wallet. Now, as you can see in my Phantom wallet at the moment, I have just over $100. And with that money, I will then connect my wallet, and there you'll see the Phantom wallet. So you click that and then we're good to go. We could make our own token. We could come up with a symbol and come up with an image and do all this cool stuff. And that would be really cool. And we could say, hey, we've got our own coin. We can pin it to our chest, and that'd be fun. But chances are we're not going to make any money that way. So we're not going to do it. Instead, we're going to do a more reliable thing, which is hit the copy trending button. Now, this feature is really special because it shows us all of the coins that are on Pump and that are trending at the moment. These coins are all hot commodities, and we need to take advantage of that. So as you can see, it gives you a bunch of information, gives you the name, gives you the estimated market caps and when they were last paired. Okay, so this is you know, this one's from 18 hours ago, so you can pick any one of these. These are all good picks, but you know, you might make some decisions based on, say, the market cap or say the time it was last paired. So let's have a quick refresh. Let's see what else is available. Do you know what? I think we're going to pick the White Bull. This looks like a nice one. It's got a really healthy market cap and it wasn't paired too long ago. So let's have a quick look here. So we're going to copy our trending there and then we are going to get this request blocked tab. Now, this is something you have to click through, okay? And then you click proceed, confirm, and confirm once you've ticked that box. This is a normal part of the process. I do this every single time. So please do not fret, do not worry. This is just the way it goes, okay? So now we have created our coin successfully. So what we need to do is create our liquidity pool. Now, with this liquidity pool, what that means is we are going to put in a little bit of our soul, and that's why you need some stacked up in the Phantom wallet to begin with. We've got to put a bit of money where our mouth is. It takes money to make money. This is a perfect example of it, all right? The only detail you need to change on this page is the amount of soul, okay? Now, I've experimented with a few different amounts on various different coins. I have found that 0.2 soul is the happy medium, okay? So if you want consistent results, I would go with 0.2 soul going into the coin. That seems to be the good choice to start with, okay? And that means that we've got a decent decent amount to get us going, and also we're not going to worry too much about our overhead. So let's confirm that transaction there. Easy peasy. There we go. We are live. Okay, we are now live on the Meteora market with our bull coin. Okay, let's have a look here. Here's our pooled SOL, here's the number of tokens, and here's our estimated value. We're currently at $15.49. Okay, so that is very impressive. So what we're going to do now is we're going to hit this lightning bolt button. This is a crucial part of the process. Listen up, people. You have got to boost your token. Okay, the way this method works requires a boosting of the token just to compound all those effects of the hot coin and the good market, right? So if we pay 0.25 SOL, we will be launched to the top of Dex Screener's trending list for 1 hour. That boost is going to mean that our coin gets hot immediately and the snowball effect will begin straight away. There won't be any of this waiting around. There won't be any waiting for a sort of a miraculous market event. We are manipulating the market to create that event for us. Let's hit that boost button, because when we do, we will be starting our journey. So let's confirm that there, and then what we're going to do is once that goes through, there we go, we are now going to head on to Dex Screener and have a look at our coin. Okay, here we are. We're on Dex Screener. Let's see how this goes. So already we have got 27 traders, 56 transactions. That is phenomenal. So as you can see, immediate kick-ups straight away. Our liquidity is, going up and up. We're at 1.1k now. That is fantastic. You can see here our market cap already, past 1k, or it certainly did earlier. And now so straight to 2k, it is doubled instantly. 3.4k, nearly quadrupled. Fantastic. I'm not a numbers guy, and I can still make this work. Okay, we're at 4.3k on our market cap, and as you can see, we're doing way better than all of those pump coins. Now, I won't run this for too long. I'll probably head back to create coin as we have now. So let's refresh and take a look at our estimated value. So we started at $15, and this will, I imagine, be quite big. Let's have a look. So a jump from $15 to 1.1k, guys. That is really impressive. We have well above 10x. I think we've nearly 50x'd our coin. That is very impressive right there. So let's remove 100% of that liquidity. Now, half the money I make does go into a prize draw. So if you like, subscribe, and leave a comment, I will put you into that prize draw where you could win half of $1,110. This is the way to make money on meme coins, guys. You have got to get on it.